Hello there, Lynx here, and well, before we begin, be sure to suit up into the hazmat suit. We are going into the dumpster again. I did not miss this game, but well, we have to finish it. We have to get that bad ending for the shitty main character. And hopefully it's a very bad ending. That's right, we are in Sweet Fruitcake once again. It was nice not having to play this, but yeah, as I said, we have to finish this, so hopefully the end is close. Hopefully.
Still, why did you barricade yourself in here alone with Mrs. Natalie as well, huh?
Alex leaned towards me and put his hands to his cheek.
Tell me, bro, were you in here, going at it?
I want to look at his face, you know he was not. Without letting me reply anything, Matilda pushed Alexi away and was about to grab onto me.
This isn't true. Stu just happened to be here by accident. Here's referrally, that's all. He wouldn't get lovey-dovey with an old woman.
I mean, he wouldn't get lovey-dovey with anyone. So, you know.
An old woman?
Alexi almost squealed in response.
If I had the chance, I'd give everything to be with a woman like our teacher.
That's because any woman to you is an unattainable pinnacle of beauty. I mean, to be fair, for the teacher is probably best girl. But yeah, those guys, a bunch of losers. They would not have a chance with anyone, let's face it.
Why not? Is it illegal? I love women.
What, all of them?
Apart from you, of course.
What an idiot. Alexi pulled a fun face but immediately got a clip around the ear from Matilda.
Hey!
Don't mind me pouring a drink.
You deserved it.
I thought, Alexi, that you were going to join the Lonely Hearts Club. This hardly corresponds with your strong attraction to women. Alexi hissed, his saliva spraying on Matilda and me.
Where is the contradiction here? If I want to protect myself from being seduced by our insidious ladies, that does mean I feel nothing towards them. After all, I'm not going to cut my off.
Maybe you should. Along with the main character of this game.
You should.
See, Matilda agrees with me.
You're only mad because it's not yours.
You're a shameless. Alexi laughed out loud again, mocking his friend's reaction. How can you mock someone like this? Like, dude. He's digging holes under his own self.
Well, that's only supposed to begin. May I sit with you, Stu? I've got enough of this small mouth already. Oh, come on. Where she goes again? Hello, Matilda, Alex, it's Stu.
I don't even remember the voices, to be honest, but it doesn't matter.
Hello, beautiful.
Hello, Alice. Are you here for just one lesson before heading home? That was unnecessary. Alice had her reasons for missing a few lessons. Yeah, you, that serious, right, like anyone would react to that.
I'd meet you offended one. Thank you. Well, Solis, are we going to sit here, yeah?
Asked Matilda, who had already dumped a few books on my desk and was about to make herself comfortable next to him. A negative response was definitely not in her interests.
Well, yeah, it is my place.
Really? Well, I mean, okay. To be fair, I mean, in my schools it was like, yeah, you are supposed to sit here. But in the end it was so flexible. There were some lessons where I would literally switch seats every single time. probably there was some lesson, especially in middle school, where I basically checked out, well, like half the class when it comes to sitting places. Something like that.
Indeed, I didn't think about it.
The young photojournalist slouched and started looking at her happy classmate.
Fine, Alexei, come on. Oh, your majesty is returning to her stable. I'm about to smack you. I'm glad to see you, Stu.
Why? Likewise.
I did all my week's homework yesterday. I could give it to you to copy.
Why? Oh, that would be great, although to be honest, you're giving me no chance to prepare on my own. But on the other hand, that's a little sneaky situation to get him, you know, to not graduate or something.
Sounds good too. Suit yourself.
No. I'm glad you accept your help. Alice closed her mouth and uttered a quaint, barely audible laugh. The girl moved her lips. Apparently she said something, but a loud bell drowned her quiet voice. The class fell silent. Mrs. Natalie stood by the blackboard and began talking about the topic of the upcoming lesson. Alice and I silently exchanged glances. The girl was either flirting with me or didn't want to distract her from her studies. Obviously it was the second one. We all know that. Unable to decipher the vague signals of the cute girl, I chose to sit still. Her meaningful glances confused me. Alice sighed sadly, crossing out her incorrect solution. She looked in my direction again as if she was expecting some action, or inaction. No, inaction. She definitely did not expect your help, because she knew that you would fail anyway. Ask Alice how things are. Continue studying. But are you studying? Because for me it sounds like you are not studying at all, mister. Sounds like you are glancing at her constantly. And that's ridiculous. You know what? Every time we talked to her during lessons, or I should say the stupid MC talked to her, it would lead to some bad things. So... Yep. I moved closer to her, Alice too moved her chair closer to me. Why? Right, contact has been established. Why?
How's your cigarette-free day going?
I'm sorry, we were supposed to talk about the equation or whatever. Why are you talking about cigarettes again? Alice suddenly looked away from me.
You won't believe it, but I have only just begun. I already want to take a hit of cigarette. I feel like I'm heroin junkie craving another dose.
Why don't you curb your craving by eating candy? They say it helps. Does it?
My joy is edging from them already, but you're right, I need to keep taking my medicine.
The girl took a candy out of her pocket and started unwrapping it. The wrap made a loud rustling sound audible to the whole class. Somebody hit me on the back.
Yes. Be quiet, that's enough.
I felt sad for a bit, trying to understand why it was me who got hit and not Alice, because you're annoying. After all, it was her who was rustling the wrapper. Yeah, but you are more bittable. Look at your face, come on.
Candies don't help much. Cigarettes taste disgusting, but they calmed me down.
Do you want to quitting?
No, not at all, but I recall the scent of nicotine and the thick clouds of smoke with pleasure.
What is wrong with you? Then again, I mean, I've never smoked, so...
How would I know? No wonder grown-ups love cigarettes.
What? No, I don't. Like, I don't. What the hell?
It's a pity I'll never become one.
The fuck is with your fucking smug face? A cigarette.
A grown out, you fucking idiot.
Oh. Ah, he's so funny. Oh my god. Wow.
It's not just about the age, you know. Some people have to grow up early because of their circumstances. Maybe that's your case. But I love being a teenager. I don't need grown-up problems. None of their obligations or responsibility for their actions. I want to be able to make mistakes.
I know what you mean. Since I stopped being a child whose only job was to entertain himself, I've got a distinct feeling that all I do is make mistakes. Dude, you are a child still. Come on. And yes, you are meant to make mistakes because you are a piece of shit, so... There has been a shift in my consciousness, but inside I'm still the same kid who wants simple solutions.
You don't come across as a naive person.
I skillfully conceal the true me. That's bullshit. You unskillfully almost revealed your true self, given that you're a piece of shit who needs to hide behind the mask of magic of being some other person. That's what I wanted to say. Pathetic. Having said those words, I felt at ease, as if I had confessed something that had been bothering me for a long while.
So do I.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm not talking about my disease.
Just don't tell me that under the guise of a sweet and calm girl hides a restless and acrimonious biatch. Alice laughed quietly, even though it was not funny at all.
Fortunately not. Although, if I were like that, I guess I wouldn't have to lie to people by pretending to be someone else.
Who are you then? The girl started getting nervous. She shut her eyes and squeezed her pencil. The pencil crunched.
Whoa. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me. Thank you.
She's a murderer, clearly. The lesson passed as quietly as it began. The classroom was engulfed in the ferocious screams of my classmates launching from their seats, the students loudly ran across the classroom and crowded by the exit.
Final freedom!
I barely managed to stretch my arms when Lisa pulled me towards herself.
Hi! How was your weekend? You loser?
Are you asking me this just because it's your job as my girlfriend, or are you genuinely interested?
First.
First option, obviously. Come on, Serge, no one is interested in your life. Well, what can I say? I had a great fun. You know, 2 bottles of sour milk, a pastry with sesame seeds, and my favorite series about unicorn people is a killer mix. Sounds terrible.
Yeah, that's heavy. Ridiculous. What a loser.
Sure thing, and what were you doing?
I helped my dad sort out cases where the criminals had been caught. The most dangerous of them was in an insane repeat offender nicknamed Scumbag.
What a nickname. So what did he do?
He published photos of our great leaders drawing hair on their heads or even mustache.
Shit. Nice. I like this guy. He should be doing that. I mean, more people should be doing that to the leaders of your country. Yep. A scumbag indeed.
No, he's not. Since we're all doing fine, it would be great if Vic was too. I hear she's being expelled from school. It's been happening for like, what, 5 episodes already?
I know that.
Is there any way we can help her?
I mean, not the MC. I know. We know, of course. He's a loser. I'm already working on it.
No, you are not.
I'm on good terms with the headmaster and I'm planning to convince him to change his mind. This information made Lisa's eyes almost pop out their sockets.
Are you holding his dog hostage or something? When you make you friends with him?
Well, I'm a mixed martial arts champion, you know. No, you aren't. The girl squinted her eyes at me suspiciously.
Someone like you? Don't make me laugh. So how is it going?
I'm trying to get hold of him, but it seems as if he's evading me. Lisa winced suspiciously.
Why would her headmaster hide from you?
If only Lisa knew what made me different from my peers. You're a freaking loser. With a shitty personality. What did I get for giving the correct answer? Anyway, hasn't been at school for a few days now, which is actually good news. According to his deputy, the expulsion letter hasn't been signed yet.
Still, we need to get to the headmaster, otherwise Vic is doomed.
I go to his office during every break.
That's right, well done. Surprisingly. There is Vic, by the way, let's say hello.
Lisa grabbed Vic from the stream of people and pulled her to where we were standing.
Hi guys.
Vic mumbled a bit surprised, perhaps unsure of whether she should be surprised or sad. Lisa and I nodded in reply. Suddenly, this irreplaceable supervisor remembered something, regained the look of a field commander and immediately assumed a battle stance.
I'd like to remind you we've got PE tomorrow. I hope you remember to wash your sports gear and come looking proper.
I think it's pretty late to do that. It might not be dry by tomorrow. Also again, you look at the MC and you think, well, even if you get washed your sports gear, you will not look proper. Nothing can help this guy. Yes, Major General.
Also, I meant to ask you, Stu, did you have a word with the headmaster? Blush!
Lisa repeated hastily. Oh my god, not you. Get the fuck out.
Wow, speak of the devil.
Huh?
We didn't expect to see you today. The whole school already knows you're being expelled. So how much longer do we have to tolerate your presence?
Yeah, right back at you.
You bitch! I'm going to rip your hair out, skunk!
Kate flinched and opened her mouth in shock. She definitely didn't expect to hear that from the most organized and responsible person of us all. Neither did we. Stand up for Kate. Support Lisa. Come on, guys, come on. You know I fucking hate Kate. Listen, I mean, I know that MC would be like,
Oh, Lisa! Yes, no matter what you say, I'd be after you.
but you know what, in this case, I'm not going to do that. For Kate, you are going down. I'm gonna support Lisa in this case. There is no other option, okay? Kate can go to hell. You're crossing the line, Kate.
Oh, calm down, Protector, I'm just kidding. Right, Vic?
You can gloat all you want, Kate. I would just like to inform you that you're a suspect in the recent disappearance of Xander.
Who? Who's that? For a second, there was a dead silence, broken by our shocked cry. Me, Lisa, and of course Kate opened our mouths, not knowing how else to express our utmost surprise.
What? What would it mean?
Xander, who?
This is spectacular nonsense.
This morning at 7:15 sharp, I was informed that there had been a phone call to school on Friday. It was almost evening when Xander's parents called the teacher's room and informed the person on duty that the child hadn't come home. His disappearance was confirmed when he didn't show up for the first period today. I contacted his parents a couple of minutes ago. They hadn't informed the police yet. I expect him to turn up soon. They said Xander had already been down for several days before, when he conducted his science experiments and stayed at his friends.
Huh?
What do I have to do with it, you idiot?
There is irrefutable evidence of your involvement and even a witness willing to testify.
Oh, witness!
Kate's pretty face. No, it's not. Kate's ugly as fuck face, regardless of her haughty and snobbish behavior, for a moment got distorted beyond recognition. It looked like something that could be described as my ex learned about my affair with my friend.
What? What? Matilda will tell it in more detail and she will also be the prosecutor in your case. But since we're talking about the trial, by all means, feel free to choose your lawyer.
Huh? Who's going to be the judge than you? Huh? And why should I even listen to someone causing me? That's ridiculous.
I will indeed be the judge unless someone speaks against my candidacy.
Kate smirked sarcastically.
And you will have to listen, as well as respond, to all the accusations. Otherwise, Matilda and I will hand all the facts about Xander's disappearance to the police.
Just do it, please.
And let the professionals decide whether you had something to do with it or not.
Why don't you just do it?
What is wrong with you? Oh my god! You people are so dumb!
Kate hissed angrily, loudly tapping her left shoe, almost melting in front of our eyes like the wicked witch of the west. The girl was overcome with hate, and it seemed as if she had thin puffs of smoke coming out of her ears.
Fine, I come to your stupid kangaroo court.
Kate blurted, barely catching her breath.
But I'll do it in order to ridicule anyone who decides that I can be accused or even suspected of something.
I mean, we all are, come on. Liz and I were quickly looking from Vic to Kate and back from Kate to Vic. The news that has so shaken my childhood friend touched me too. No, it didn't. I immediately remembered my dream about the mysterious lab in the basement. Kate, a glimpse... Ugly Kate, a glimpse of blood in the refrigerator, and pain that was still bothering me. I scratched the back of my head, where I could clearly feel a big bump.
Later, losers!
Kate, who was initially walking in the direction of me and Lisa, turned around and went back.
Am I the only one who doesn't understand what's happening?
Vic shrugged, perplexed. To be honest, neither do I. Of course I did understand some of it. For example, that Matilda was hiding her thoughts on Kate from me. What's so surprising about that? Or that I happened to be a participant of some of those events, and the role of a witness was, perhaps, reserved for me. Although I didn't reveal neither what I was guessing or what I knew. The ring of the school bell interrupted our uncomfortable long silence, forcing us to go to our lessons. And just like that is the end of the day at school. After class, I once again went to the headmaster's office. If he's not there today either, I'll have no choice but to wait at his door.
What are you doing here, Serge?
I talk to you. It's urgent. You...
No. No talking today.
But this is important. A human life depends on it.
The only life you should worry about is your own. But I guess you still don't get it. We'll talk about it tomorrow. And yes, before you go, don't thank me.
Hey?
You'll get it when you get home.
Luckily, Vic's expulsion letter wasn't signed yet. I can only hope for the favorable outcome when I can finally speak with the headmaster. And now, out of the blue, there is Xander's, whoever that is, sudden disappearance. The dream. I must make sure that what I saw was simply a result of my head trauma. I must do it.
You are so dumb. It wasn't.
The door is locked, just like I thought, and there is no key anymore. Did it fall out in the basement? Or... I tried pulling on the handle several times. I kicked it once or twice. All in vain. All that's left for me to do is ask Kate personally, but all in good time. Or go to the other entrance. It's been a while, but I do remember there is supposedly the other entrance. Or exit, if you prefer that. Matilda knows where it is. And, well, her friend, whatever his name was. We could deal with this, kind of. The lessons went according to the schedule. We were supposedly be after the lessons already, just a second ago. Meanwhile, the tension in the class kept rising in the run up to Kate's trial. Not everyone was against Kate. Why? Especially among boys. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Here comes the final bell. At the end of the school day, I decided to wait for Matilda and to clarify her suspicions regarding my childhood friend. I had to wait for a long time. While I was counting falling leaves, the young socialist laborer was working hard in her photo studio. Judging by the time I spent on the porch, she developed hundreds of thousands of photos, edited them with her software, and sent them to recipients.
Nice.
What kind of software? Oh boy. Finally, there she is.
Stu, I didn't expect to see you here at this hour. Are you waiting for someone?
You? I replied meaningfully, preparing for a serious conversation. Matilda did notice a dash of skepticism in my intonation. She looked down, embarrassed.
Oh!
Do you mind if I walk you home? These words made this girl squeal her consent and nearly tear my hair out of my shoulder socket. Besides, she squeezed it so hard that I'm about to howl like a wounded dog.
What? What? Oh, I'm sorry. Is it better now?
Uh-huh. The girl loosened her grip and we calmly walked on. I learned about the upcoming trial.
Yep, everyone knows about it already.
I also learned that the trial was your idea.
Sure, I'm the prosecutor after all.
That's what I wanted to talk about, Matilda.
Why didn't you tell me from the start that you suspected Kate of some shenanigans?
More like, who wouldn't suspect her? Come on. Matilda shrugged innocently, surprised at my annoyed voice.
Are you offended?
Okay, what should we... Are we offended by the fact she didn't say anything?
No?
Let's go with no, whatever. I just want to know the truth. Said the man who's been lying to everyone since the day he received a magic ring.
Sorry, I didn't think it was so important to you.
It is.
Okay. I was conducting a parallel investigation for a while now, and your arrival to our class was no less of a surprise than that we got a snitch among our classmates. I was even more surprised that Kate initiated the search for the snitch. Who'd have thought that Kate, who cares about no one but herself, would be heading an investigation?
She's got her reason for that.
Reasons? Ha! Whatever she told you, I know her way too well.
I wish I could say the same. After what I've learned with the help of the liar's ring, I hardly consider Kate my close friend. I mean, she's a slut, we know that.
She's a self-centered biatch who uses people as doormats and would stop at nothing to reach her goals.
And also she's a slut. Are you saying I'm one of the doormats? Yes, you are.
I didn't say that, but since you've said it yourself, you should understand the way I feel about you.
Is it safe to trust someone who is possibly already under the spell of Kate's charisma?
What charisma? There is no charisma in her.
And is ready to leak an information to his mistress?
How can you be...
I don't know, man. Like, she's ugly as crazy. And, whatever. With deductive ease. Unusual to me. Yeah, it is very unusual. It never happens. I figured out what Matilda was about to say.
Exactly. I can fully rely on you, no matter how much I like you, Stu. Which is not at all.
So you won't tell me anything? Matilda shook her head and looked down guiltily.
I can't do it yet, sorry. You'll learn everything at the trial.
I too refrained from trying to prove anything, much less trying to explain myself. I've been in the defender position for way too long.
Here we are.
Yep.
Please don't be upset if we do become really close. Trust me, I will never keep secrets from you.
But you aren't supposed to become really close. I know.
See you tomorrow then.
See you tomorrow. Wait, you were supposed to walk her home, not the other way around. What the hell? My satchel, jacket, and shoes all went flying across the corridor. Ding! My mobile phone informed me of several new messages. They were from just one person, Kate.
Yeah, I mean, we could ignore it, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like maybe we should ignore it. I mean, who cares about Kate? Let's face it.
But on the other hand, I feel like the messages would it better. And maybe she wrote something that we could, you know, completely destroy her with later.
I'm writing for the last time, sirs. I'm writing to say that you did wrong. Goodbye.
We'll see about that. I crashed on the sofa and, putting my hands behind my head, I started thinking about what to do next. Everyone needed me, a melancholy Alice with her disease. Everyone needed you. That's such a bullshit. I didn't need you at all. A melancholy Alice with her disease. No, she did not need you. Lisa, who was scared of perverts. But you are one, okay? So, that's bullshit. Romantic Matilda with her endless investigations. She didn't need you at all. And Kate, a scientist and a woman wrapped in one. No, Kate. A crazy mad woman and a slut wrapped in one. Anyway. Let's not mention Vic, whose problem will soon turn me into a track and field athlete, as well as little Tina, whose infatuation scares me no less than the mysterious labs under school. What? Doing something for myself is the last thing on my mind right now. Yeah, right. That's such a lie. Well, that's exactly what the liar's ring is for. Becoming a wizard is a unique and unparalleled opportunity. Why haven't I contacted the ritual yet? I guess I'm afraid of the consequences if I keep lying on the sofa and making illusory plans for the future. This is so childish. Read the book. Spend some time on the computer. I mean, this doesn't matter, but let's save the game anyway. I think it doesn't matter. Let's go with computer, whatever. But to prove it, I sat on the computer and entered Cybersyn. Pictures. Nice. Overwatch. Let's go. Despite the futures with connotations, the huge amount of political articles and vague quotes stopped me from recognizing my favorite side first. The interment portal was filled with criticism of governmental figures and economic system, which is correct thing. A 28-year-old guy reacted vehemently to censorship, bans on immoral behavior and repression of private entrepreneurship. The young opposition member demanded unrestricted freedom and the opportunity for the capital to develop. Correct. Kind of. As I know nothing about politics, I kept changing sides, switching from agreeing with those who ridiculed the guy's demands and accepting the opinions of the reactionaries. In the case, it was very interesting and informative. Sure. Read the news. Oh my god. Egyptian archaeologists found the remains of the ancient civilization in the Antarctic. With the help of modern technology, they managed to unfreeze one of the intact aboriginals and send him to study at school. Oh my god, that's a bad idea. British scientists... Oh, and boom, everything is gone. If it says British, and that means they send it to Britain, you know, nobody outside of Britain will ever see that. Known for the social studies, come to the conclusion that a woman was not a human being. A woman was a woman. What? But very soon after they refuted their claim as the wives of these scientists filed for divorce. What? An extreme world change had been doing nothing and in a total failure. All computers didn't only stop moving and blinking but also breathing. The time spent without oxygen intake was enough to disqualify them all. Huh? In January, a Moscow cinema network will show Ozone Gamma's movie. The thriller will tell about the thorny path of two best friends, a genius and a military specialist. The critics have dubbed it the best drama of the past 30 years. I have no idea what this is referring to. Some crappy movie probably. Next week there will be the launch of the next episode of popular game series about a scientist of Half-Life 8 Resurrection. Right. The events of this part will be happening in a parallel universe in Russia, where in 1991 Soviet Union collapsed. Oh my god, that would be so nice. and the capitalists came into power. The scientists will have to resurrect Lenin and start a revolution. Sounds like a terrible idea. Unless you know what should be done? Resurrect and immediately kill. Like a few times. Call it a day. Fine, read the book. I'm not reading this. This is this. There's like 50 million notes later, so. It's probably the same thing again, right? Yeah, it's the same crap again. We read this before and it's annoying, so. I could just read Necronomicon instead. I barely switched my computer off when my mom entered my room without knocking. I mean, it's her house to be fair, not yours, so... Not like you have anything to talk about here.
I'm sorry to barge in like this. Your dad and I would like to talk to you.
I thought these useless talks had become a thing of the past long ago. What was I expecting? I shuffled after her unenthusiastically.
Here is our A student.
Hey, Stu, what? My mom leaned on my dad embarrassedly, patting him on the shoulder.
At first I want to throw you out of the window, but luckily it's all become clear now, and Mom and I need to admit that, to our shame, we're very wrong about you.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
So don't be so secretive with us. The headmaster has called us already and told us everything about you.
Yes, we thought you were missing school, but turns out you've been attending a lesson to prepare for mathematics competition. Well done, son.
Our son is so smart.
I was right to count on Professor Edmund Dormer. The old villain didn't let me down. Well, I just, didn't want to bother you with that.
You just don't give a monkey's butt about us, Serge. Neither about me nor your mom.
I frowned indignantly, but I was more scared than angry. I don't remember my dad ever calling me by my name.
What's the matter with you, honey?
What? What's the matter with me? We brought up an ungrateful autistic son.
You are correct about that, about this guy.
He tells us nothing. He doesn't respect us. We can neither praise nor reprimand him. So how can we bring him up? How can I be proud of him if his own family means nothing to him?
That's not true. I shouted, almost crying.
It is. It is. The sooner we die, the better his life will be. That's what he thinks about us, woman.
Okay. That's some crazy thing for parents to say to the child. But to be fair, it does feel like he hit it on the mark here. Let's face it. I ran out of the kitchen, locked myself in the room, and covered myself with a blanket. A moment before that, I barely managed to stop myself from shouting something in response. An equally hurtful statement accusing my dad of giving me a lousy upbringing, being haughty, and humiliating me. I couldn't do it not out of fear, of course. I was terribly angry with myself. All I was thinking about was how to avoid being punished, and I completely forgot about the kindness of my parents. But apart from their care that, due to my age, was becoming a burden to me in some areas of my life, there was also love. They love me and I love them, and instead of mending our relationships, I am drifting further away from them each day. Well, I sure won't be able to get closer to them today, so I closed my eyes and went to sleep. It was time to go to sleep, so I decided not to stay up late. I prepared myself for tomorrow and went to sleep. How many times are we going to repeat I went to sleep? Blah blah blah. Alright, let's save the game. We'll end it here. What was saying? Monday after Monday? What? That's ridiculous. But we'll find out what's going to happen next. Tomorrow. Wait, will we find it tomorrow? I'm not sure. Maybe the day after tomorrow. because there's something else I want to do. Something else. Anywho, if you enjoyed my rambling about the game and hating on the main character, consider liking the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to jump into this dumpster dive a little more with me in a hazmat suit called Sweet Fruitcake. Of course, after we are done with this, we'll play some good games as well. One of the good games lately that I took a break from this dumpster was Sakura Melody. It really was good. Be sure to check it out. Also, if you are into this stuff, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram is in the description, so you can follow me there. It's free. And let's end it here. Hope you guys and not guys have a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode as well. Bye bye.